Hello, ladies. Happy Tuesday. Today, I'm super excited. We actually have Salome, the founder of Sugar Wax, joining me today. And we have a special treat for you guys today. I think you'll actually really like it. Let me see if I can find her and bring her in. Hey, Lisa. So great that you're joining us. Oh, I don't see her yet. All right, we'll wait until she comes on. So today I'm actually going to learn how to wax my upper lip with Sugar Wax. I'm super excited. So if you guys, there she is. You guys remember we actually interviewed the founder of Sugar Wax a couple of months ago, or maybe a couple weeks ago. And there she is. Hello.
Hi. Oh my God, this is so close.
It's super close, and I read the instructions and it said no makeup, so I'm literally I have no makeup on at all. I didn't realize how many manchas, they're called manchas in Spanish, like little marks I have on my face without makeup on. But I'm super excited. How are you?
I'm good. I did the opposite. I've worn foundation maybe 8 times in the last 5 years, and I'm today I'm gonna wear it so I can demonstrate the whole process.
Awesome. All right, so ladies, for those of you that are joining us, we are really excited. So I can't remember if it was weeks ago or months ago, this 2020 has me so loopy with time, but Salome and I actually met, and I interviewed her for our IGTV series, and she sent me a kit of all of her products. And so today I thought it'd be really fun, and she thought it was gonna be fun too, for me to learn how to wax my upper lip with sugar. I've never done that before. Yay! So I have a clean face.
Okay, good.
So I started with that. And for those of you that are joining us, feel free to ask questions. I've never used this product before at all. I'm so excited about it because it's all natural. And I love that everything is sustainable. Everything's recyclable, and it comes in a really nice eco-friendly box as well. So I really love that. Anything that I should know before we start?
Well, I think we should just get into it, but a couple of things because you said eco-friendly. When we developed the products, we really wanted to be super sustainable, really clean. The sugar wax, you can actually eat it, but don't do it because nobody needs that much calories. And there's 4 products, so we're going to go through all 4 of the steps. I'm glad that you talked about clean skin. We're going to touch on that as well. But I'm really excited to be demoing this with you today because you're totally new to it. And there's absolutely nothing else like this out there. So I think it really helps when people see how simple it is. Because, sometimes when something is so simple, it's confusing, right. It's how could it what do you mean I don't need anything else? So we're going to run through the whole thing.
Awesome.
Ready?
All right. So yes. And look, you can tell it's total Femcity girl time because I would never first show up without any makeup on. Second of all, talking about the hair above my upper lip, I wax it with my daughter. We probably do it every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks. I'm Cuban, so I grow a lot of facial hair. I think that's just part of the genetics. Yeah. It's
I'm Persian, so I do the same.
Yeah, exactly. So it is what it is. All right. So I have all 4 of them in front of me. What should I do first?
Okay. So first I'm going to talk about just warming up the Glow Goop Sugar Wax. And the reason why this is important is this is probably the hardest part of the entire process. Because when people see wax, they expect it to be runny like traditional wax. This is not supposed to be runny. That's why you only warm it up for 10 seconds. And a great way to test it is you want it to be soft enough to have some give. So I'm just poking my finger in, but you see my finger is clean, but I was able to make a dent in there.
Okay. I think I'm taking the top off. I think this is...
Yours looks like it might be a little, do the finger test, poke your finger in and see if it comes out clean or if it's stringy.
Yeah, I have I was able to, it also was upside down, so I had to warm it up. So yeah, it's looking like yours.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so that's the number 1 thing. The test is if you stick your finger in, you pull it out and there's like a ton of wax on your finger, like stringy, then it's too warm. All you have to do is pop it in the fridge for like 5 minutes and you're good. Okay. And that happens a lot in warmer climates. Or I had a customer that reached out and she was like, it's soft all the time. Like I never have to warm it up. And she lived in a really cold place. But it turns out that her bathroom floors are heated and she keeps it on the cabinet. So it's always getting a little warm. Okay. Number
And by the
two,
way, I was going to say, I don't have a microwave, but what I did do is I put it in hot, like warm hot water from the sink. And then I just kind of sat it in there. And then I realized it really needed to have the top on it because it wasn't melting. And I was like, oh, I should probably put the top on. And then it helped.
Oh, yeah, definitely. If you're going to put your sugar wax in warm water, so that's the second way of warming it up, you could put it in like boiling hot water. Just make sure that the lid is closed because you don't want to get any of the wax actually in the jar because the waxes or any water in the wax. Don't want that. Big no-no. Okay. So your wax is ready. Now I've got makeup on. You're nice and clean. So I've got a nice little cotton pad here. And this is our clean slate. Okay. Now this is a really super gentle micellar cleansing water. And all I'm doing is I'm just spraying some on the cotton pad. You guys are going to see how much makeup it comes off. And then I'm going to want to clean the area. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. And the reason why you want to do that is because whenever you're doing hair removal, you're opening up the pores and you don't want to be getting, you don't want to leave them open and get dirt and stuff in them. You're going to have a little breakout. Now, before sugaring, every time I would do threading or waxing, I would always get like little breakouts on the edges. So by cleaning the skin, look at that. That's how much makeup I was wearing.
Yeah, I didn't have any because I literally just cleaned it. So that's
you were ready.
I was ready, but it feels good anyway.
Yeah. And that's the clean slate. Always start with a clean slate. Now, the next thing is we have a powder. Now, these are the same 4 steps that you do whether you're waxing your bikini, your underarms, or your face. So I'm just going to show you, this is the Detox Dust, and this is also made of like food grade ingredients. It's super clean. There's some clay in there and some essential oils, and I just put it into the top. And it's really, really important that your skin is super dry when you apply the sugar, because that's how it sticks. If there's
how much should I be putting in there? How much should I put in there? Like
yeah, just a tiny bit. Okay. So I'm going to use a brush, but if you don't have a brush, Violet, you can just use your finger.
Oh, okay.
Q-tip, that's fine too. So I like using the brush because it makes me feel fancy. And I just put some on the brush and then and I just apply it, and maybe twice, because this is an area that tends to sweat easily. So now that I'm really dry, now I'm ready for my sugar.
Should it look like that? I mean, I have like a little white.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Good to have a little white.
Okay.
So the way I'm going to remove the wax is super simple. I'm going to stick my finger in, get a hold, and just pinch out a little bit. This is all I will need. This is all I need for the upper lip. And you should be able to sort of roll it around. If it's too hard, you could just pull it apart, but mine is not. I like it a little hard because the hair on your upper lip is really fine and sticky. So nice and hard.
Okay. I think I have enough.
Violet, you're a champ. You've never done this.
Never done this before.
And you know what? The reality is the first time you do it, it's not going to feel smooth or natural because it's such a new experience.
Yeah. Okay. I'm massaging it. It's
okay, good.
Is that enough? I think I need more.
You can have a little more. Yeah, get a tiny bit more. Because you could still do it with that, but it'll make for a longer process.
If I do it around my upper lip. So I actually did laser hair removal years and years and years ago, but I wasn't able to do it on my upper lip because I'm over 40 and I'm dark skinned. Nice brown skin, and it left stains. So I wasn't able to do it. So I was able to do my entire body, but I have like little stains from doing the laser.
No.
I was too old. Apparently you have to be younger or not
I didn't know that. I did laser years ago as well, and like it worked on my lower leg, but not at all on my upper leg. And we actually hear this from a lot of our customers, because this is like the perfect maintenance tool for laser. Because you know how like where the laser works, you have a little patch of like 7 hairs, and you don't want to shave them every other day. Just sugar it and forget about it for 3 weeks.
Those are my knees. I have the boniest knees ever, and I have the most random hair growing around my kneecaps. It's like so, and I have to like, figure out positions in order to get the little 7 hairs that you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
so
you got it.
Okay.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to apply it. We're going to go in the direction from outer to inner.
Okay.
Because that's against the direction of hair growth, and that's what you want. Because when you remove it, you want to remove the hair in the direction of hair growth, and it doesn't hurt as much as when you wax and you rip it in the opposite direction. So
I'm just going to follow you.
Show you.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm going to like apply it and press really hard, and then I'm going to pull it.
Oh.
And then I'm going to do it twice and 3 times. And then I just do a little flick.
Oh my God.
And the flick has to be quick. The application has to be 3 times. So now you try it.
Okay. So I have it.
Put it in a ball.
All right. Put in a ball.
And then just press.
Press.
And then I like to use, you could use your opposite. Yeah. Drag it across. 2, 3. And then you hold it and flick.
Oh my God, I can't get it.
That's okay.
Right.
So just pull back a little bit from the back to the front, so you've got some substance there. Now.
Okay. All right. And then I just pull. Oh my God.
Oh, there you go. That wasn't bad.
I have a tear rolling down my eye. I was like, oh my gosh, what if it doesn't come off? But yeah, it came off.
Yeah.
It looks less.
So and it feels different. With the sugar on, depending on what the length of the hair is.
Yeah.
And you don't have to wait for it to be super long. You can just, you might have to do it 2 or 3 times. But it's so
the same
gentle.
area? You can do the same area 2 or 3 times?
Yeah, it's not like waxing.
Yeah, because otherwise you rip out your skin.
I always have to do little either the corner or right here a couple of times to get all the fuzz.
Yeah.
There you go. And then you see those little bits of wax that's still left. All you do is you just do this.
Okay.
And it picks it off.
Actually, it feels like you're right. It tastes like maple syrup.
It's sweet, yeah. Now I'm going to powder again before I do this side, because your skin's natural reaction when you remove hair is to start sweating, and that's totally normal.
Okay.
So you want to keep the area sweat free. And the nice thing about the Detox Dust is that it's got the ingredients to draw out any toxins or dirt.
Okay.
And then when you apply this, you just catch it. So there you go. You look great.
I'm getting ready for the holidays. Not that we have any parties to go to, but I will look better in my pictures.
There you go. You'll look fabulous regardless.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So we're going to do the other side. Now, when you pull it, I want you to have a little extra when your thumb finishes, because it'll make the flick off way easier.
Okay.
So here, I'm going to do it from this side, guys.
Yours looks so much better.
I've done this a few times.
You're like, I'm the founder. That's why. All right. I think I tried doing it like, no, no, it's still not. Oh my gosh. I totally messed that one up. I didn't get the
Now,
groove
it
on.
could be your skin is also getting warm. So
Yeah.
it's easier to remove it with the sugar than with your fingers. Yeah, just dab it on. Now, as you use it and your skin gets warm, it gets a little bit softer, and you can keep reusing this until it becomes like almost the pasty white.
Yeah.
So take your little ball and do a little dab.
I think I'm like super hot. I don't know what's going on. It's also Miami today. It's winter. It finally got down to 60.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, super nice. But I turned all the air off, so I think now it's probably back to 80.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably back up to 100. Yeah, it comes out super easy.
Okay, so if you have a little bit of residue and you're gonna have some, you can just wash it off. It's not like wax. Just a little warm water. It dissolves right off. Now you can use this, like if you want to keep doing the upper lip, do the chin, and that's almost it. So let's say we're done. I mean, we're probably not, but it's hard for me to see my hair in the camera. It also doesn't help that, like, you know, I've been sugaring for so long that the hair is so fine that I can hardly see it. Hold on, let me see.
So it pulls out. So because it pulls out, it's like wax, like traditional wax in the sense that it keeps on pulling the root and the root and the root, and then eventually it stops growing as much.
Yes, or it grows back finer. Sorry, I'm just doing a little bit more because I noticed a couple of hairs on this side, and I've got a little bit more on this side. So I'm going to keep going here, just in the corner.
Yeah, you look way more. Listen, for my first time,
you did amazing.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Okay, real talk, when people do it for the first time, they overheat it because they think it's like wax. It needs to be soft and runny and gooey. And that's not the case. You want it to be hard. Like this is almost getting too soft.
Yeah, mine's almost like liquid.
Yeah, because your fingers warm it up through the process. So you want to start with it like almost like tree sap, like enough that you can like scoop it out and like hold it, but not so much that like, see how it's becoming like more sticky?
Yeah.
It's almost like done its life. And then you can keep reusing it until it gets too soft. Then you just throw it in your compost. Now the next step would be to
by the way, no wonder you said that this would last a really long time, because if you're using this and it's like here, and like, let's say I wasn't on camera and I had like a mirror in front of me and I could actually do like the rest of it. And I have two daughters that are also obviously Cuban descent, meaning lots of hair, actually Cuban and Italian. So imagine we have from both sides, lots of facial hair. This would last forever.
Yeah, it would. And actually another tip is if you're doing it in like a kind of a cooler room, the wax will keep rehardening as you're going through the process. So you can, like on a cooler day, I can do my whole like lower leg in like with one lump. It'll be a bigger lump than this. It'll be probably 3 times the size of this, but I can do it like, I can reuse it like 10, 15 times because it's cooler. And that's the trick, because your skin is warm and it's going to continuously warm the wax up. And when it gets too soft, then you can't, like, it doesn't hold together as well.
Right.
It's still holding together, but you'll see like,
Yeah.
Yours is still holding together. So you've got like another 4 or 5 wears in there.
Yeah.
But and for like a lump a little bit bigger than this, I can do my whole face.
That's amazing. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're doing like, you know, I have hair here. I got my little goatee. I mean, I'm going to be 50 years old. I've been getting these random.
Yeah.
I call them whiskers.
Yes. The whiskers that come with like, I guess, wisdom whiskers. Right. I'm not going to say age.
No, wisdom whiskers are good. It's every time I get more wise,
You get one more. Yeah, it's like a marker for wisdom. The more you have, the wiser you are.
Exactly.
So
right,
then the next thing. Sorry.
No. I want to ask you questions at the end, but let's finish this, and then I want to ask you some questions.
Okay. So my fingers are a little bit sticky, and I just want to wash them. I should really have like a little wet towel because that'll make life easier. But I want to tell you guys about the last step. So let's say I'm done. I got the hair. Well, I did get all the hairs off. And then I do a little like water, like just to get any like little sugary bits off. Dab it dry with a towel. And then we have this amazing serum. Can you see? It's called the Silk Slip. It's a triple hyaluronic acid. So it's super moisturizing. I actually use this on my face like every morning and sometimes at night as well. And it also has some cottonseed extract. Now, the reason why that's important is because like you've just stripped the skin. So it's all fresh skin. It's taken off all the hair and all the dead skin. And your pores are still a little bit open. And you want to protect the area to like prevent any breakouts from happening. Be sure not to use any oil-based products for at least 24 hours. If you're removing virgin hair, so hair for the first time, you don't want to use anything oil-based for 48 hours because you don't want to clog up those pores. Okay. And if you're new to removing hair from the root, like waxing or threading, you've never done any of those things and you try sugaring, you don't want to put anything really on your face for like 48 hours. Give the skin a chance to like close those pores back up and rest from it. But it's super gentle. I have really sensitive skin and you can see I haven't even like really gone red here. Yeah. And if I were to wax or do threading, not only would I be super red, but I would start getting like hives. I didn't know this was a thing, but it's literally an allergic reaction to my hair being pulled off. And those hives would stay for hours. But with sugaring, no hives, hardly any redness. And it's just so easy. No equipment.
So you put this on now then? You're saying to put it on?
Yeah. Well, you want to wash it, get the sugar off. And then I would even wash it with like cold water to help the pores start to close. And then once you dry it, then you use the serum. Okay.
Awesome. I have cold water here that I just cleansed it with, but I'm going to wait and just do it properly like you just said. What I was going to ask you is, I know we talked about this the first time I interviewed you, and I know that this has been around, this concept. How did you come up with it again? How did you come up with this idea of creating this?
Well, I was actually traveling. And I was in Australia. We were doing a big long trip with my family, taking a huge sabbatical for 7 months. So I was in Australia and we had already been away from home for a couple of months and I needed to get some maintenance. So I found a salon that did threading, which is what I used to do. Yeah. And because my skin is sensitive, waxing is really hard on my face. Like I almost can never do waxing. It'll rip the skin off. So I used to do threading. So I went to the salon and the lady was like, have you ever tried sugaring? And I said, no, but you can't put any wax on my face. Like it's going to rip my skin off. I'm going to break out. It's not going to be pretty. And she said, it's not like wax. So she had been doing it for 17 years. So I let her do it. And then what was funny is when I came out of the salon, my husband was like, what did you do? Did you do a facial? I thought you were going to get threaded. Because he was used to me coming out with like red face and hives. And I came out just like glowing. And like when she did my whole face. She even did my nose, which I was like, there's no hair on my nose. She's like, yeah, but it exfoliates the skin. So you're going to have fresh skin here and here, but you're going to have like, sunburnt nose. So let's polish that up. And I came out just like fully glowing. And he was like, this is really interesting. I think sugaring is starting to take off a little bit more there. But it was just serendipitous. Yeah. And then later on in France, we're in Paris, and I couldn't get my legs waxed. any of the salons that I called didn't do waxing. They said, oh, we only sugar. And I'm like, okay, this needs to come to America.
Now, what year was that?
That was in 2018.
Wow.
Yeah, I immediately left my job in tech, and I was like, you know, as someone growing up with hair, you know this.
Yeah.
Like, I distinctly remember, like, you know, I was like 15 or 16. I had the full wax thing. I had the professional warmer. I had the wax and the strips and the spatulas. And I remember like looking down at my leg, looking at the hair and thinking, there has to be an easier way. It's just hair. And that was
yeah,
like, you know, kind of, I think always with me.
Yeah.
So when I found this easier way, I'm like, it's a game changer. And especially now with like, you know, everyone's like dermaplaning or shaving their face. I think Huda Kateb made that really famous. But when you're younger and you're shaving your face, it's going to grow back really thick.
Yeah.
And with this, it's just, you know, you apply it with your hands, you're hair free. For weeks, the hair comes back like finer and softer. You don't have stubbles. I mean, like, honestly, this was like kind of a really big passion project for me, for like the little girl that I was, that was like, oh my God, my legs are so hairy. Oh my God, I want to shave my arms. Oh my God, why is this so difficult to manage? So if I can reach just, you know, even like one little girl to make her life a little bit easier, then I feel like I've done my job.
Yeah, I love that. I remember when I had the first realization that I had a mustache as a young girl. I think I was in sixth, seventh grade. I remember, and at that time, I think I used to bleach it, which would then, because I'm dark skinned, I would bleach it and then it would bleach my skin. So I actually had like this whole area was another color of skin versus my color of my face. It was really odd. So I'm so glad that you created this, and I'm so happy our tutorial went well. I was so nervous this morning. I was like, oh my gosh, like, first of all, showing up without any makeup on, which is okay. I mean, whatever. Femmes, you know, it's a female community and we all love each other without judgment. But then actually like doing this.
I know it's nerve-wracking because you've never done anything like it.
Right,
and there's like definitely,
it.
I mean, you did really well. There's a little bit of a learning curve. That's why we're like, we always have people that are ready to like jump on a phone, jump on FaceTime or Zoom if someone's having any trouble. Yeah. And actually on that note, I think we just announced it. We actually haven't officially announced it. We just opened the portal last night. I'm doing a mini sugaring facial masterclass.
Oh,
so
I love that.
We're doing that in like 2 weeks, and it's free. It's totally free. So if you just want to see more than the upper lip, look, I'm saving all of this for the masterclass. We're going to clean up around the eyebrows. So I believe that the form to sign up is on our website. So if anybody wants to sign up and either do it with me or just watch me do it, it's totally great.
Awesome. I love that. I love your social media also. You have a great Instagram. I know that Femcity, we've snagged a couple of viewers, always giving you credit, but you have also great, and your emails are also really helpful as well, because I'm on your email list. So thank you so much. This is amazing. And you've got Travel Aura would like to learn more. So I'll make sure I've tagged Sugar Wax on this. So you can always, it makes it really easy for you guys. And by the way, this is not a paid endorsement. It's not sponsored. It was like literally, I was fascinated by her story, fascinated about the product as well. So I just wanted to have, and then we thought it'd be really fun to, who doesn't want to watch another woman get her upper lip waxed?
Right.
Hello, everyone. Everyone wants to watch that. So, and it was great. I have actually no residue, and I'm going to probably do it again this weekend with my girls. I have a 21-year-old and a 14-year-old. We'll go ahead and try it and have them experience it as well. So I love it. I'm going to try to do my face actually. Now that you say that, because I've got like little peach fuzz and stuff around.
Yeah.
So.
You know, it just helps the makeup sit a lot better on the skin when you're fuzz free. The live class, or it's actually on Zoom. It's on December 15th at same time as we're doing right now. So, and then, yeah, so if anybody wants to join, that's great. Also, someone said, I'd love to learn more. Go on our website. All of the information is there. Right now, we are only selling on our website, and it's sugarsugarwax.com. And yeah, I would love to see more of the Femcity community at our Sugar and Facial Masterclass.
Yeah, I love the branding too. You killed it. The branding is so beautiful. I could easily see it at a Neiman Marcus or Nordstrom or even a Sephora. It's really, really beautiful. You did a great job with everything. Even the packaging, when I received the box, the packaging was great. It was really you. I think you're at the start of something really enormous, and I'm so happy that we are now friends, and I've gotten a chance to learn more about you this time and the product also. So thank you so much for sharing.
Violet, every time I talk to you, you're like, you just say something that always touches my heart. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for believing in my brand. And yeah, and thank you for taking a chance and, like, you know, waxing your stash on live with me, because not everyone would do that. Not everyone wants to talk about hair removal, but you know what? It's a reality, and I want to destigmatize it. It's just like, you know, little self-care, self-love. Thank you for having me. Femcity audience, you guys are awesome. You have an amazing leader, and I'm so proud to know you, Violet. Thank you.
Thank you. Likewise. Wishing you a great December. Much love to you. And ladies, thanks for hanging out with us. And we'll be back next Tuesday for our Tuesday tips. Let us know what you thought about this, and stay in touch. And bye. Sending you lots of love.
Sugarsugarwax.com. See ya.